Hey y'all, just wanted to shoot an update video and check in. So you can see Project Office Space behind me. We haven't really posted a whole lot on progress this week, but we have been making progress and just wanted to show you guys what we got going on. All right, we're gonna step on in here. That's a little bit better, not having to hold everything. So we have all of our drywall up. Ceiling looks good, and you guys can actually see that's a textured ceiling. So I spent the day spraying texture. So we're textured. We got this little transition lip up to the loft done. I did that yesterday. I feel like it makes a huge difference with the overall look and the appearance. It's a very clean look now when you come in. You have that sheetrock lip going up. It gives it a very, very clean look. So we got the walls sprayed. We have pretty much everything textured. Can't really see it real well, but went with an orange peel texture. Everything looks good. Let's go outside. Oh, also, we started working on slicking out the inside of the doors too. So slicking that out looks pretty good. We're gonna come back and sand these. There's some imperfections and stuff. We're gonna come out and slam those, or sorry, we're gonna come back and sand those and probably texture them and paint them the same color as the wall. Probably install some neoprene door sills around that as well. Okay, now let's go outside. So up there we have our Starlink dish. We moved it off of our pole over by the house, put the dish up there, and we got a new cable. So we abandoned the one we had on the house. We abandoned it in place. That was the 100-foot cable that it came with. We got the aftermarket cable for here, which is way more cable than we need because it's like 150 feet long. But we got this. We got the ridge mount adapter, which is astonishingly heavy. I'll show you. I'll take you guys up there and show you that in a second. But we have the Starlink hooked up. The internet is working, so we've been streaming off, getting pretty good speeds all day long. I'll get you guys a screenshot of current speed now that it's online and moved and figured out where it wants to be and where it wants to be pointing. When I put it in the mount, I was kind of worried because it was running like this in line with the peak of the roof, and I didn't know if it would go ahead and turn itself and adjust, but it has turned itself to face towards the northern sky. So take you guys up there. I'm gonna try real hard to be safe while we're doing this, but as you can see over my shoulder, this is the Starlink ridge mount, and the ridge mount itself, the cable, which is 150 feet, and the ballast weights right here all came as 3 different pieces because logistics. Anyway, the ridge mount is not permanent. It has 4 of these metal blocks. The ballast weights alone are 63 pounds. The X brace is probably about 10 pounds, 15 pounds, and then you have your receiver, your dish. Mine is automated, so it will spin according to where it needs to be to get proper signal. Mine's also heated, so it's kind of cool, but looks good. It's installed. I don't think it's going anywhere. It would take a lot to blow this off the top, but yeah, it's got the internet hooked up. Right, so let's talk some lessons learned, and I'll actually get you guys some visual aids. Hold on. All right, so let's talk lessons learned. Initially, we underestimated how much material this was going to take. I will be doing some future episode updates that will break down cost and everything, but that's going to be a little bit later in the series towards the end. Okay, So I initially thought that going with the spray texture option was going to be viable. I did not realize how impractical that is. So these are over 20, close to $25 a can, depending on where you get them. Usually they're about $21 to $23 a can. They do not cover a whole lot. They're not super convenient to use. About the only time I would use something like this is to cover up a little spot that I was patching. This is the most expensive way to put texture on a wall. Show you what we did. We got a Wagner PowerTex sprayer, and we had almost a dozen cans of that spray texture when we realized how far it was not going to go. For less than what we had invested in the dozen cans of that spray spray texture, we could buy the gun and 2 bricks of all-purpose joint compound and basically spray every single wall, the ceilings, everything. So we could texture everything for less than what we had invested in the cans of the initial texture. So basically what you do is you get some sort of consistent measuring device. I had, I think, a 3-inch pipe cap. So I would do 4 pipe caps of this to 1 pipe cap of water, and I would dilute it. And I have an industrial mixer to mix everything together. Basically, you're just thinning out this joint compound to where it can be sprayed through that texture sprayer. So you want it a little bit liquidy. Guys, if you guys are going to be doing any kind of drywall work, while this is a good idea and will last a while and can be used, when you buy it in this quantity right here, this is the cheapest you're going to get it. So had I known that, I would have just bought 3 or 4 of these damn things and not worried about these expensive little pails, which it's the same thing. You're just paying a premium for convenience, where if you're buying in bulk, you know. So the joint compound works for patching holes. It works for, you know, taping and floating the seams. Again, I would have just bought 4 or 5 of these had I known what was happening. So I'm telling you guys so that you don't have to go through the same heartache I went through. So not a whole lot else to update you guys on. We anticipate painting, and I've got a Wagner paint sprayer that I'm gonna use on this project, so I'll let you guys know how that works. We are getting very close to paint, and shortly after paint it's going to be trim. We need to go look at flooring options and stuff like that, but I am trying hard to at least put my desk in here and be able to work in this space by this time next week, hopefully sooner than that. So I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I am exhausted. I have been working every night and working all of my spare time and money. Everything I have is focused on getting this project done. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the content. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, go ahead and drop them in the comments for the videos, and I'll try and answer those for you in an upcoming video. So special thanks to my family, who have been amazing. We have gotten so much done in 2 weeks that it just boggles the mind. We could have probably gotten this done way quicker, but we have been working after, you know, so we'll get off at 4, 5 p.m., sometimes 6. We already lose a night because of a social engagement. And sometimes we just need to take some time off. So we have been hustling. You know, the teenagers are helping. Everybody's got my back on this, trying to get this ready to go, and I could not be happier. So just wanted to give them a shout out. So, all right. this is Project Office Space. We're going to sign off for this episode, and we'll see y'all on the next one.